Hi, I'm Dhriti. I'm studying food science and technology at University of Copenhagen, and I've been here in Denmark for almost a year now. Once I've applied to a lot of universities, I obviously got an admission from University of Copenhagen, and there was other universities as well which I had offers from. But I chose Denmark because the university is one of the top universities for food science and technology. They have a lot of tie-ups with good companies that is in and around Denmark, and these are one of the top companies in the food game. So it is a very good opportunity for here, and there's also a lot of research going. So it is a win-win situation. You can either go into a research or you can also work in the industry. So it obviously depends upon the course. In case of my course, it's around 6 to 7 lakhs per semester, and there are 4 semesters for a master's degree. No, actually we don't have to show any funds. It depends upon the country that you come from. Since European students get to study here for free, we Indian students pay fee, so we don't have to show any funds. We have to show fee receipt, the fee that we paid. So you have to definitely pay the fee in the given time, and if you do that and show the fee receipt, you're done.
Okay, and it's like one semester fee you have to pay from India.
Yeah, once you get the admission, they'll give you some time, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So you have to pay the fee within that time limit to confirm your seat, and then they'll proceed with the visas. You can definitely work as a student here. Legally, you're allowed to work for 20 hours per week, and there are a lot of jobs. It depends upon what you want to do. If you want to work in core jobs, it might take a time to find that kind of job, but odd jobs like working in a restaurant or cafe, that's definitely available anytime, any day. You can just walk into a cafe or a restaurant and ask for a job and you'll get it. The money, it depends upon if you have experience or not. Even if it is odd jobs, if you have worked in any restaurant or cafe in India, you get from 135 to 140 kroners or 150 kroners, and if you have not had any experience, it starts from 100, I believe. The hourly wage is 100. The thing is, Denmark has a system where you have to apply for accommodation and get a place. It's not like you can just contact a broker or contact someone and just find an apartment. If you like it, you can take it. It's not that's not how it works here. There are some organizations or agencies where you have to sign up first, and then they put you on a waiting list. You will be there on a waiting list for a month or 2 months, sometimes even a year.
Okay.
It depends upon the demand and which place you want and things like that. So once you have entered the system, you give your choices, your preferences, the price, how do you want it to be? Do you want an apartment or a student dorm, or want to live with someone, like share with someone, or you're coming with someone? Depends upon that. On all those requirements, they give you options and you choose, and you stay on the waiting list, and you get an offer based on that.
Okay, and how much could you pay? Like as low as?
So usually the dorms are cheap than the apartments. It starts from 2,500 kroners, and even the dorms can be expensive sometimes. They can go till 10,000 kroners.
Okay.
But you can't find an apartment or a student studio apartment for 2,500 kroners. That's very hard. When you're a student, it is very easy to find an apartment if you are in the system. You have to register through these kind of agencies like Housing Foundation, KKIK, S.DK, these kind of agencies or organizations where you have to register yourself as a student, and you have to provide a proof that you're a student.
When can you apply for these housings?
Once you get your admission and your visa is almost confirmed, I think the university initiates the visa process, and then you have the second part to do with the visa. So once the university's part is done, you can start. So if you're a student, I think it's around June. So June would be an ideal time to start applying for accommodations through these.
Okay, and you come here in August to start your semester?
August to September.
Okay, so there is like 2-3 months before you can start.
Yes.
अभी हम धृति के रूम में खड़े हैं और काफ़ी बड़ा रूम है, 18 मीटर स्क्वायर का। ये डॉम में काफ़ी सारी फैसिलिटीज़ और भी हैं, जैसे कि गेम रूम है इनका, कोई पार्टी हॉल है जिसको आप बुक कर सकते हो अगर आपने मे बी दिवाली सेलिब्रेट करनी है तो, और जिम भी है। देखना कितना सुंदर व्यू है इनकी खिड़की से, बहुत सारे बत्तख भी दिख रहे हैं इधर। और ये वाला किचन 10-15 स्टूडेंट शेयर करते हैं। ये जो सारी की सारी चीज़ें आप देख रहे हो पहले से ही यहाँ पे अवेलेबल है इनके लिए। बस आके आप खाना बनाओ, और क्लीनिंग के लिए ड्यूटीज़ लगती हैं। एक दिन में 2 स्टूडेंट्स क्लीन करते हैं, और वीकली आई थिंक जो डॉर्मेट्री है उनका स्टाफ आके इसको क्लीन करता है। और ये स्टूडेंट्स का कॉमन लिविंग एरिया है। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो काफ़ी सारी गेम्स है, वीकेंड्स पे खेलते होंगे ये लोग। छोटा सा डाइनिंग टेबल भी रखा हुआ है और टीवी वीकेंड्स के लिए फिल्म देखो, सीरीज देखो, मौज काटो।
So the application process is very simple. I think there is a public portal, a government portal, and you have to log into it, sign into it, and create an application for yourself. They ask a lot of questions like your name, age, nationality, things like that, basic biodata details, and they will ask for some documents, your transcript, TC, etc., related to your education from bachelor's, high school, and things like that. And you need a CV, of course, and one more is the SOP, statement of purpose. So the criteria is also based on these documents. You have to have certain CGPA limit. I clearly don't remember the limit that was mentioned, and I don't think so there was anything mentioned in any of these portals. But it is unofficially said that you should have at least 7 or 8 CGPA to apply to Denmark. And then the SOP. SOP is statement of purpose, where you say why do you want to choose Denmark and why this course, or how did you get inspired to choose this course and things like that. And mostly it's based on that they choose, and your profile, of course, what kind of internships that you have done, your social service works, and your projects, what type of projects have you done, is it related to your course that you're applying, etc. It is not mandatory to write an IELTS or have an IELTS score. While applying, they don't ask for an IELTS score, but I think it's better if you have one. You can just add the document as additional document, but I don't think so there is an option where they specifically ask for IELTS. IELTS is not mandatory for Denmark. There's University of Copenhagen where I study. There's ITU, DTU, Aalborg University, South Denmark University, and there are a lot more. There aren't actually many scholarships for students. If you're an Erasmus student, definitely the Erasmus provides you scholarship which you can apply for. And if you're a non-Erasmus student, for the first year, I think there are very less scholarships. The Indian government provides few scholarships, and also some private organizations like Tata provide scholarship for master students. You can always apply for them. And once you come here, in the second year, you can apply for scholarship for the second year alone. I think that is a mandatory scholarship that the government provides, Danish government provides. So you don't have to apply for it. When you're a student, you're just considered for it, and if you get it, they will let you know you have got a scholarship. So the scholarship is basically based on merit, so how much you score, how well you perform, if you have doing any projects, things like that. It's basically merit based. You have to study well and perform well. Honestly speaking, there aren't any student organizations or groups that help you before coming here. Of course, after coming here, there are some student unions that help you for jobs or contracts, taxes. But before coming here, I think you should mostly contact people who have already studied here or are currently here through Facebook. Facebook is a big thing here, so you will have a lot of student groups there. Or you can also find students through Facebook and text them. They will definitely help. Even I help a lot of students who are right now coming here. Okay, so there are a lot of tips that I would like to give it to you, but then I think I'll stick to two important things. One is being independent. It is always good if you have been independent back home, because here you have to do everything on your own. From small things like cleaning your room to cooking and even taxes and finances. So it's better if you have been independent back home or learned some independence there. And the second thing is being open to new experiences. Because you're moving to a new country, everything is new here. From the people, the language, what you see, what you hear, everything is new. So it is always good if you're open to experience and accept these new things.